So we're going to do a quick video on how to cark albacore tuna, especially if you haven't done this before. We have 4 loins. We have an upper and a lower loin, and then also the belly meat that you can either use for smoking, which is delicious, or save that for bait. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this. The first thing that you want to do is get the head off. So I don't know, Rosie, can you get a good shot of this? We're going to do this. So we're going to get it right behind the pectoral fin, up to the top of the head. And then, let's see if I can maybe come on this side so you can get a different angle. Yeah, there we go, since I'm right-handed. So we're going to start it like so, all the way up here. Then we do the other side, we flip it, same thing, pectoral fin, up to the head. Then what we can do, you'll be able to break the head free, just like that. Then we want to cut this off, this meat. There's like a tendon there still on the backbone. And here you go. Some guys cook the collars. I don't know if I want to monkey with that on this, but that's, you can save this for it's great crab bait. Now, what we want to do is start back here by the tail. We're going to cut along the backbone. I should have grabbed a rag. Everything's slippery. So we got that. Flip it over. We're going to do the same thing down here on the bottom. All up to where the anal area is. All right, so now what we have here, we clean this, or we basically trim this, trim down here. Now what we want is the belly meat. So since you got the head off, you'll feel that there's the whole belly cavity here with the bone structure. You can take the knife, following the bone as a guide, and just cut this right off. Down here, same thing, all the way up. So there's the belly meat. We'll set that aside because we're going to use that for smoking. Now, what you'll want to do is cut the skin gently here. Cut the skin here. And then we want to pull the skin off. So the way that we do that, you can start this just like so. Now, if you have a rag, it will definitely help. Of course, I didn't bring a rag, but this will come right off. Just like that. Toss that. Flip it over the other side, same thing. You're able to get the camera okay? Try not to move that too much.
I know, but your arm sometimes gets in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, not your fault. I'm just kind of short, so I can't get above the arm.
It's okay. All right, so we got that, right? So now, we got a couple things that we can do. Take this. So you'll see that there's this line right here. We want to cut on both sides of it. It actually provides a nice guide for you. You can visually see it. So we're going to take this and I'm going to go all the way to the tail, just like that. Same thing here.
There's a little bit of glare, so it's hard to see the line.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, here, let me see if I can get a better shot before you.
Okay, so we're basically trying, there's a bone structure here and some of this red meat. It's like a bloodline. We're gonna do it like so. You can do the same thing on the other side. Like that. All the way down, just like that. Now, is you can start to fillet this, or take the loin off. You can follow the bone with this knife. Okay? Can you see okay? We're just following the bone, and here we have this nice loin. We'll want to trim this up to clean this up, this red meat here. But we'll set this aside. Let's do the bottom. This is where the belly is. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna follow along the bone. And right in here's this rib cage material that we cut out. The only thing with the belly that you need to be aware of is there is belly bones over here. We trying to follow around that a little bit, but you'll end up getting some in there. May have to trim some of that out. Okay. Can you see okay from that camera angle, Rosie?
I think so.
I'm right-handed, so
You want me to get on the other side of you?
it's okay. So we'll clean this up here in a little bit. We'll just set that aside, flip it over, do the same thing. I'm gonna go in here.
Do you want me to try climbing up on the ladder to get a better...
No, this should be, oops, dang it. A little distracted there.
Sorry.
Okay, set this loin aside. Yeah, I got distracted. Okay, and again, right here, we're gonna do, this is the lower loin. And we're just, again, following this bone down here. Now, because there's a lot of belly bones here, sometimes it's easier to use a bigger knife. I like this Bubba knife. And that allows me to really get in there. All right. Perfect. There we go. So there's our carcass. That's it. Okay. Now we'll clean this up in a little bit. Clean all this stuff up. But let's show you how to do the belly meat. Okay, so for the belly meat, this is pretty simple. See how there's this cartilage in the middle?
Hold on, there's glare.
Really? There's glare?
Yeah, it's kind of shiny.
Okay, so we got this here. It's a nice thing is these are all like guides. Oops, I got off the cartilage. Got that, right? Now you go in here like so. And you can just cut the belly, follow the skin. Follow the skin. And you got your belly meat right like that. See? I'm gonna do the next one, same thing. I even got it a little closer to the skin. There's our belly meat, right like that. This you can save for bait if you want. A little bit of that skin with some meat on it makes great bait. That's it. And then we just need to clean that up. Easy peasy, right?